Again, we want to once again connect the world to the best health and wealth products known to man. And then again, it's just 3 days, guys, of the newly emerged Connective company. Okay, what is Connective? The Connective is the company that's bringing, as we stated, financial education, wellness, and lifestyle benefits through the financial space, lifestyle, and once again, education space as well. Just a quick tutorial on who we are. We are a publicly traded company, guys. So if you're on this call listening and you're trying to come and say, what's this, what's that, the book is open. Okay, based out of Utah, and here are some of our subsidiaries. InvestView headquarters also there in Pennsylvania, as well as also Utah Connective. InvestView is the parent company. All right, the ticker symbol is INVU. It has a AAA rating on the Better Business Bureau. Okay, again, we're excited about what's happening right now and some of the new things that's coming about when it comes to Connective and us. But again, as I stated, we're talking about health. Somebody type health in the chat, okay? Now, if you didn't know this, the last I thought about this and the last I checked, if you're breathing, you are what's called a Homo sapien, okay? I've been reading, okay? You're a Homo sapien, which means your longevity in most cases is based on what you put in your body. Yes or yes? Now, they got all the kind of things out there when it comes to health and things of that nature, but to start the health off, if you didn't know this, travel is in that space because there is a problem when it comes to people in America and the world. Debt can get people into health situations, not having enough. It declines health, all right? But if we can connect you to things that can make the health better, how about great travel? I don't know about you guys, but when I travel, I tell people travel is in the health quadrant because when you go places, you feel better. Yes or yes? Like when you're at your job or if you're at home or you guys have been there when you're talking to people and they say, you good? You stressed out? You need a vacation? Nobody says no. They just say no if they can't afford it. But we're not going to say no if we could. But what if I told you you can travel the world at 80%? What if I told you you can travel the world and actually book it through yourself, getting the best places around the world, and you're an insider? See, I found out long ago that I'm bougie. Once you experience it, you don't go back. So I like bougie, but I don't like paying bougie prices. I do not. But when I go there, I want the Egyptian thread count. Give me everything when it comes to being bougie. This company has it under their platform when it comes to your traveling as an insider. And as I stated, it is in the health quadrant. Don't you forget that. Everybody, when they come back from vacation, they're rejuvenated. They feel good. They're like, I can go back. Okay, can I get an amen in the chat? Okay, I can even say we're cruising. You go to a cruise ship. Anybody go cruising? You go on a cruise ship as a passenger. You come off as luggage. I'm going to say it again. When you board a cruise ship, okay, you board as a passenger, but you come off as luggage because you're going to be about 100 pounds heavier. That means you had a great, great time. All right. Now, again, this is the health part of what we're talking about. But let's talk about what makes sense. Let me ask you a question. This is a serious question because, again, once I found this space, I understood it's the greatest product for business. I'm going to ask 4 questions to you guys on the line. Do you or anybody you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? The answer is a yes on a yes, okay? How do you drink your coffee, black or cream or sugar? You put in the chat, black or cream or sugar. What brand do you drink? Starbucks, Folgers, Maxwell House, Bustelo? Okay. When was the last time that company sent you a check for promoting their coffee? The answer is never. Guys, I'm going to introduce you to what we call the oh wow coffee, the coffee that pays. See, it's one thing to come into a space where the world already drinks. It's the #1 beverage on the planet, only second to water. But it is called the oh wow coffee because when people drink the product for the first time, that's exactly the word they say, oh wow, okay? So if you're wondering, guys, it's a cappuccino. Now, again, even if you don't drink coffee, you're in the minority. Trust me, I was this 15 years ago. I didn't drink coffee. All right. But I understood that 8 out of 10 did on the planet. Not in your city, not in your state, on planet Earth. It's one of the 5 fastest growing industries on God's given earth. Okay. It's also the second most traded commodity in the world. So that's why we call it currency and coffee, or coffee and currency. So this is a financial company. People want to come here because they want to trade. But they say, Baz, why this company got coffee? What do you think moving the market? What do you think you're trading? You think you're just lines on a chart? Something is moving the mighty dollar. And if you didn't know it, the second most is coffee. Then you got the crude oil and the gold. So it's one of those fun facts that people just didn't know. They're like, Baz, I'm trading. But I'm like, well, what are you trading? What are you trading on the euro? What are you trading on the Japanese? You didn't know what it was? It was coffee. So then it makes sense that a company like this get into the space of coffee, but not only in that space, get into the best. So people say, Baz, what makes your coffee different? What makes the Alive coffee different? It has no sugar, no creamer, no GMO, gluten-free, soy-free. And it has what we call the wonders of the earth, the ecosystem, as I say, Megan. It's an Arabica bean. It has collagen, tri, and dipeptides. It has coconut oil, camellia oil, pomegranate, pumpkin, prune, acai. That energy you feel with no crash, that's called B12. Magnesium. It has 9 superfoods. You know what's in those 9 superfoods? You have chaga, you have asparagus, you have okra. Yeah, just to name a few. So we have over 30 plus things that's infused into the number one habit. That's why we coined the phrase, or we say it, we put the health into the habit. Because I can tell you all day long about getting healthy. You got everybody right now that's working out, and that's fine, but people still have to eat right. So instead of trying to educate you, it makes sense to put it into the number one habit. See, a lot of you, before you got on this call, you already drink a cup of coffee. A lot of you, before you got on this call, you were drinking coffee and you've been drinking it habitually. And if somebody was to ask you, when was your end date? Like, what's your end date to stop drinking coffee? Majority of the numbers, or the number one answer is when the Lord calls me home. So if I can put something and put health into the habit and make it taste better, one thing I do know, listen up, is that not only are you going to keep drinking it, but there's a residual component behind it. Hello? See, for me, it was simple. 1 + 1. It's 1 + 1. 1 + 1 is 2. I don't go through all trying to educate on when it comes to coffee. It's coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Again, like I stated, this is what's in it. We put it into the habit. So when you drink it, you're getting all these things. This is what I tell people. You want to know what's in the coffee, what makes it so good, and why your body responds? You can take a screenshot of this. And all I want you to do, because people like to do their creative research, go to Google and put the 5 or 10 health benefits of each of these. What's the 5 benefits of pomegranate for the body? Coconut oil, camellia oil. And whatever it shows up, that's what's going into your body. Hello? So now that we got that part down, guys, let's hear some more testimony, because again, this coffee is not even a year old. It's not even a year old. When we came out with this product over 8 months ago, we gave people, Megan, a sample sachet. And we said, is it okay if we record you? We simply wanted you to come on and try the coffee and give us your honest feedback. And we record these people all around the world, and we created what I feel is one of the greatest video testimonials of people that tried this coffee and their response. If you guys just take a listen to what we already know is the Old Wild Coffee.
Super good. Very, very good.
Nothing that needed to be added to the coffee. It has a natural flavor to it, very authentic.
Cup is done.
This coffee is second to none. So it's not too sweet, not too milky, proper balance.
It wasn't strong. It was enjoyable. You can taste that the flavors are light, so it wasn't overwhelming whatsoever. And it's something I can look forward to partaking in.
It was so smooth. For those of you who don't like coffee, you'll reconsider when you taste this flavor.
It's delicious.
It's a great taste. It's amazing, and I think I'm going to be a coffee drinker.
Hot chocolate drinkers are going to love this.
It's smooth. It's delicious.
I like it.
Nothing too overwhelming. I tell you, not smooth and nice.
I like it. I do.
Smooth.
It's good. It's good.
It's good, yeah. That's pretty tasty.
Yeah, still thinking about the coffee. It was amazing. I'm a new coffee drinker.
It's smooth, it's creamy.
That's good, that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah. This definitely would be my go-to in the morning.
And it's healthy.
I like it.
Oh. This tastes good. What kind of coffee is this?
I want to try it.
This is the best instant coffee I've ever had in my life.
It's luxurious on the tongue.
Really good.
This is fantastic.
It's very good.
I'm impressed.
It's sweet and strong, like at the same time. Like it's really good. I'm really impressed.
This is good.
Yeah, that's it. It's light. It's delicious. It's so good. Like it feels good.
The taste is very unique.
Everything is just right there.
Oh, this is good.
It's crazy.
But it's not bad.
Excellent.
It's really good. I like it.
I like it.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I get excited whenever I see that video because it's just a true testament of, where we are right now and what's going to happen. And to hear the response when they say, why is it the Oh Wow Coffee? You heard it in the video. When we saw all the videos of people trying the coffee, us not trying to oversell, we say, listen, just try the coffee. Don't add any creamer, no sugar, nothing. What you're tasting is coconut oil. And when they tried it, their palate was like, oh, wow. If you're a guest on the line, because again, I'm going to go through some more stuff here, but that's why I say when it comes to why did you guys choose coffee? It's easy, it's simple. It's a live coffee. Make sure if you're a coffee drinker, okay, or if you want to just try it, give it to the person that invites you and say, Bass said you owe me a sample, a sachet, okay? Because we pre-brewed this coffee and packaged it instant for convenience. That's why it's easy, it's simple, it's the live coffee. And yes, if you're wondering, Black is coming. We just had a chance to try it. Hello. I was glad to be in the room with Megan and her sister and a few of the business people. We was able to try the very first time the new Black Bowl. Oh, it's game over. Oh, it's coming. Oh, I'm so excited. Because cappuccino was already, but it's so many Black coffee drinkers. So we've already mastered the cappuccino. You already know we're going to make sure we take plans and do business when it comes to the Black. And it's coming, guys. I hear it right here within that March Madness campaign. Okay. March Madness campaign. You want to make sure you're here. Again, for everybody, it's easy, it's simple. It's coffee. Now, I have a question to ask you, a very serious question. Knowing what you know now about Starbucks, if you had the ability to invest in it 10, 15 years ago, would you have done so? The answer is yes. Again, it's a 1+1 question. Okay? It's the answer is yes. If you don't drink coffee, the answer is still yes. Well, we found something much bigger than Starbucks. We believe we have, okay? And again, it's 6 months to 8 months old, the coffee, but the company, Connective, is only 3 days, okay? There's a skincare coming out. We had a chance to, look at some of the packaging with that. I know that's going to be a slam dunk when it comes to this company and what they invest when it comes to the skincare line and some of the product they put behind that when it comes to that. But let's talk about how you can get your hands on what we call the world's best coffee, and it is, okay? Now, again, you can get coffee for 3 boxes, which this is like a month's supply, okay? $99. So again, two cups a day. It's 20 cups of gourmet coffee in each box, all right? 20 cups of gourmet coffee in each box, okay? All right, so we also have what's called Select. We also have Premium, and we also have Elite, okay? And if you want somebody to ask a question about, I'm looking in the chat as I'm talking, and somebody said, can a person who has heart drink coffee? This is what I suggest they do. Get the coffee, get the box, take it to your doctor. Okay, I can't give you that on here, but let your doctor look at the ingredients and let them decide, because again, I know what the coffee does naturally, but I can't say, I know what I can say, but I'm not going to say that. Just take it to your doctor. Okay. All right. But Select Pack has about 10 boxes in there. You have the Premium Pack, which has 24. And right now, for a limited time, the Elite has 30 boxes, but it also carries one of our lines of Alive superfood juices, which will be going away come March. and it'll be strictly just, coffee, coffee, coffee as well. Now, I have to throw something in there for anybody watching, because you saw we had the prices of $99, $2.99, $5.99, and $14.99. But I want to make sure I show this here before I show this money. Because this is an opportunity. It's also an investment for the ones who understand coffee. When someone says, Baz, I see y'all got coffee for $14.99. Why do you have that? That elite pack, $14.99, is the only pack, if you decide to ever get it one time. Look here, it pre-qualifies you for something called the X6, X12 Global Revenue Sharing. Didn't I tell you this company right now is 3 days old? Didn't I tell you the connective and what it is now and how we'll be doing when it comes to business? Okay, let me give you an example, okay, because this is a true fact. 10 plus years ago, 15 years ago, we was in another coffee company that was private, all right? That company is still around, but it's a shell of itself. But we got that company from when it was doing 2 million in sales to a valuation of close to 2 billion in about 8-9 years. It was private. Could you imagine if we was able to share in the global revenue sharing? So we have customers who say, I want the coffee, but I want to know how I can pre-qualify. Listen to that word, pre-qualify for the X6, X12. I'll show you what that is here in a second. So again, for the first half, again, if you're a guest on the line, you want to try the world's best coffee, you want to put health into the habit. Why do we call it Alive Coffee? Before I get into the money, there's a reason behind the name why it's called Alive, because everything's words, okay? I don't have to preach on here, but I think we all understand that everything was created by the word. Let there be, everything was created by the word, what you speak into your life. So the idea and the concept was, when I'm drinking Folgers, I'm speaking their name. That's nothing empowering. I'm putting it to something I'm drinking every single day. When I say Folgers, when I say Bustelo, I'm speaking that family's name. But if I say Alive, if somebody comes to my house and they say, what are you drinking, Reagan? What are you drinking, Megan? You say, I'm drinking Alive. I'm speaking that word into my life. I'm speaking alive. I'm speaking life into my life. That's why we call it Alive, because everything that's in it can help, and it can help a person live a longer, healthier life based on what science says. But I'd rather say I'm drinking an alive coffee, and therefore I'm speaking the word life into me. Hello? So now that you understand that concept, let's get to the vision. Guys, we are looking for just 50,000 visionaries. That's it. The rest of the world can do what they need to do, but if 50,000 people understand that concept of bringing health to the world through a cup of coffee, let me show you how to get compensated. Now, I've seen a lot of compensations, but I haven't seen too many that's going to allow you to get revenue sharing. Okay, Baz, what makes this company different than this company and that company? Revenue. Does that make sense? Okay, we get paid 13 ways. This is what I know for sure. And I had some guests come on the line. Okay, if those two young ladies can raise their hand, let me make sure I do this here. I had some guests I want to come on here to kind of help with this real quickly, because when it comes to retail, I'm gonna bring them up here in a second. Okay, I'm gonna have both my ladies raise their hand. Guys, listen. What you're seeing on your screen, retail, this is my baby. Because again, network marketing, because this is an opportunity for you to build a team and customers. But I mastered the first step in that previous coffee company. They said, Baz, how are you and your team doing 2 million a month in volume? How are you have people going full time, and listen closely, you don't have a downline. That lady doesn't have any downline, but I heard she's making XYZ per month. How? I taught them how to do retail. Because again, we don't have to sell coffee. We tell it, we just tell people. Tell them what? That we have the world's best. And their palate has to ask, let me try. You can mark coffee at 400%. You go and do retail events and people make money selling the coffee. Like customers who are in the business, but they make a lot of what we call, somebody put cash. They put cash. I mastered how to put cash in people's hand. Cash, okay? So I'm gonna do this real quickly here because I want to make sure I do this presentation right. I'm gonna have this first young lady come on, okay? All right, let me go ahead and let me see if you can start your video. You can go ahead and come on real quickly. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna bring it back up. But if you can, Miss Gwen, come on the line. I want everybody to see you as well, and make sure I do this here because I got the comms. All right, let me see here. Can everybody still see me? Let's change.
I spotlighted both of you guys, both of you.
So Miss Gwen, real quickly here, you're obviously here doing phenomenal here as well. Congratulations, go pro status, stay with
Thank
them.
you.
But you've done very well in the retail space, as we talked about. I told you this is open call. You can be honest. Tell people what you've been able to do when it comes to retailing coffee and the kind of money you've made selling the world's best.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Grant, for this opportunity. So yeah, so excited about the coffee, first of all, myself. I am an avid coffee drinker. I drink 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day. And when we were in Houston and had the opportunity to try this coffee for the first time, I was like, oh, wow, I didn't have to add anything. And I was one of those people who always added creamer. I didn't do sugar, but I always did flavored creamer. I don't have to add anything. And I feel so much better drinking this alive coffee because I used to have heart palpitations as well. I don't have those anymore. I can drink this coffee and it does not do anything to me, but help me to relax. But anyway, back to the retail. So Mr. Grant taught us how to go out and do retail, do events, go on Eventbrite and find events that have vendor booths. We've been very successful in doing that. I'm also, my sister is on my team, so she and I have been hitting the pavement doing events. I also have regular retail customers who like, I don't want to wait on a shipment. I want to just get it from you. Sure. So that's cash in the hand, So I have those customers that every month. But in October, we did our first vendor event. We only had probably maybe 30 people there, but in less than 3 hours, we sold we made over $475 in less than 3 hours from that event. So that was like, what, over $150 an hour, if you do the math on that. And then a couple of weeks later, $5 that night, we sell our 8-ounce cups for like $5, and we do a 12-ounce cup for $8. And then, of course, we have our Think About It packs. I know, Mr. Grant, you might get to that, but we have our Think About It packs. And we sell those for $20. We do $50 a box. And the people are like, oh, wow, how can I get more? We make a lot of contacts. We do a survey. We get people who say, hey, can I do one of these? I'm like, absolutely. So it's just been great and phenomenal, not just to enjoy the product, but to share with others and to see other people benefit from our coffee as well.
Absolutely. Do appreciate you for coming on and sharing that. And I know you guys are doing well. Looking forward to once again get back up to Memphis. So thank you very much, Ms. Gwen. And I know we have one more person as well. If you can help me out, Megan, Ms. Benita Brantley, she got a hand raised. Also one of our strong retail. And it was interesting that Benita actually was she can trade very well, very, very well. But she started doing this trading. She's like, wait a minute. And I started hearing some of the income she was making at events. And I said, Benita, yeah, you gotta come on and share real quickly. So Benita, you can come on real quickly here. I see you right there. Look, no, she's so VIP, y'all. Y'all see the little shade she got? Look at, she got the tent. But go ahead, I see you there. Go ahead, Benita. Go ahead and tell everybody how you've been doing. And again, throw that money out there. Throw that money.
Okay. I'm sorry. I am not in my normal space. So this is why I'm not as visual. But first, I want to say everything that Gwen said was absolutely correct when it comes to the coffee. So when it comes to the events, of course, we definitely took notes from Mr. Grant because he knows how to work the events. So when I do my events, when I do the small events, I make a minimum of $500 on a small event. On my large events that I do, I go one day. I'm gonna say a one-day large event. I make anywhere between $800 and $1,000 on that event. And then when I do my 2-day events, when they're back to back, they can be Friday or Saturday, or they could be Saturday or Sunday. I'm anywhere between $700 and $2,000 for those 2 events. So when I tell you I was working events, when I got hit to the game, I was working events last year from September to December. So my whole goal was everybody gonna know about this coffee. Everybody gonna know about Benita Brantley. Everybody gonna know about my brand. So therefore, I was hustling literally every weekend. I was doing an event just so I can get into the circle so people can know who I am. So I was pretty much working to line myself up for 2026. So I was like, okay, so now we in 2026 and the season about to start up again. Now I have the opportunity literally to work about 10 months out the year. And now we're getting ready to come out with the black. So I'm getting ready to literally like double what I was doing at the events because we had quite a few people who was asking for black. So we had like family and friends, you know, asking for the cappuccino. They love that part, but we had quite a few who was looking for black itself. So I was like, man, listen, when we come out with that black, I know for sure I'm gonna end up doubling my sales at these events. So when I'm making a minimum is 4 Saturdays in a month, I'm making a minimum of $2,000 minimum per month. So when you say events and when you say volume and everything, so primarily what I'm doing right now is pretty much preparing the team, you know, how to work business itself to get themselves ready for what we're getting ready to do now. So truly happy about this coffee. And when I tell you and everybody who in this coffee business, I laugh all the time because everybody always be like, yeah. My whole thing is I'm very cocky with it, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I see somebody with a coffee cup, and if it's not mine, I'm walking up to that person and I clearly say, my coffee is better than yours. Come to the table, come try it. My coffee is better than yours. I'm telling you, my coffee is better than yours. So I'm always telling them that. I don't care what coffee cup you have in your hand. If it's not mine, I'm telling you right now, my coffee is better than yours. So that sparked up a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to know. Now they want to know. Because on my banner, I say I sell the world's best coffee. So people gonna come to the table anyway because they see I sell the world's best coffee. And then I challenge them. Yo, you wanna go for a taste? I'm telling you, my coffee tastes better than yours. So I'm always cocky with it. I'm always confident with it. No matter where I go, I'm like, yo, my coffee better than yours. So I'm grateful for the coffee. I'm grateful for the leadership that we have. But when these events come up, you know what I'm saying? I always try to make it known, my presence known, my business, my logos, everything known about what I'm doing, just so I can make an impact and I can return the following time they have an event.
Absolutely. Appreciate you again. Wow, guys. I'll put some fire emojis in the chat, you guys. For Benita, once again, just knocking that out when it comes to the information. And just for the ones who are listening, when I see people saying you got to be confident, we have another word. We call it confident. So we're not confident, we're confident. Okay. That's how excited we are about this product. We're very confident. Okay. We put the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, especially mochadocious, when it comes to the good tasting coffee. I'm telling you guys, you got the right one here. But let me go and get back to it. I'm having too much fun. Let me go ahead and share my screen because, again, I got to get with the rest of the presentation before we go into this, this Q&A, okay? Real quick, hold on. Let me go and get it back up. So, again, the purpose of me showing everybody on the line about, the retail, again, as you heard her say it, and it's going to go right into what I'm showing next. Again, we talked about retail, yes? So retail was the first way. Now, the second way is called the fast start. When you choose packs, there's different packs to choose. Here, this is the one the company shows. You also have the $99 for the coffee, the $2.99, $5.99, and $14.99 for the coffee. But remember this here. If somebody comes in at the $99, that's a $25 fast start. If they come in at the $2.99, that's a $50 fast start. If they come in at the $5.99, that's a $100 fast start. And they come in at the, now it's called the Pro, a $200 fast start. Anybody who decides to join when it comes to the coffee referral, okay? Now, I have this here because I want you guys to understand we have a 3-step system on the compensation, okay? This is outside of the retail part, that's cash. But on the building side, I can actually say there's 3 assurances I can tell you that will happen when it comes to this compensation. The first is called a fast track. What if I told you in your first 30 days, if you're looking at this business and you want to build a team, you're going to make $750 your first 30 days if you do these 4 things. You get started with this company. If you sign up at least 4 people who may also want to get started and, let's say they want to come in at the $2.99 pack, that's 10 boxes. If you sign up just 4 people and you did nothing else, that's $200, by the way, fast start, 50, 50, 50, 50. And you don't make any more money in the binary, nothing else in the compensation, I can assure you When the month concludes, the company's going to top you off $550 and make it $750. They assure a new team member, a new distributor will make $750. If you don't go past that. Now, if you go past that, you're good. But if you don't, and you do those 4 things, so like in this example on the screen, this young lady made $350. She didn't make any money in the binary after that. No X6, X12. She only made $350. The fast track system at the end of the month gave her another $400 and made sure she made $750. Hello. I can assure you, number one. I also can assure you that you ain't got to worry about your membership. Again, guys, I'm speaking to the choir. If you've been in home base and you've been believing, I don't care if it was Amway, Herbalife, you name it, great billion-dollar companies. But one of the things that people are challenged with in home base is, I don't have the funds to pay my membership. Bass, I can't pay the membership this month. Am I going to lose my qualification? Am I going to lose my income? What if a company said, if you bring 4 people, listen closely, even customers. Hello, didn't I just tell you guys we had the world's best coffee? So customers can also be a part of this. Hello. But let's kind of get back to 4 people. Let's say they want a bill. Let's say if I'm on a $99 auto ship because I only got 3 boxes. 3 boxes. Okay, that can't build a business with that. But hey, you got 3 boxes. If you get 4 people who are also auto shipping 99, the company's going to credit you $99. You don't pay your membership anymore. You take that same 99 and you pay for your membership. Hello. If I'm on the 179 a month auto ship, and if I got at least 4 people who are on that auto ship or higher, so somebody else is paying 179. I got 4 people. 2 can be customers on 179. 2 can be distributors. Doesn't matter. As long as 4 of them I've enrolled and they're on the 179, I get a credit of 179 in the back office for next month. And as long as I have 4 or more before minimum, I've only paid for my auto ship maybe 1 time. Hello. I can assure you that what happened. Step 2. Step 3, pro status. Again, a lot of companies can say you're going to make $1,000. We guarantee you're going to make $1,000 if you do these 6 things. 6 things. 3,000. This is a bonus position, okay? So 3,000 in sales in your organization. Again, we're talking about coffee. It's going to be slam dunk. I'm going to have so many people saying, Bass, I'm making $1,000 a month, and it's just off from customers. Just customer reorders, Bass. But as long as you got 6 people who you've enrolled at the select pack or higher, they're going to make sure you're making at least $250 a week. So again, it's one of those things where in home base, there's some weeks that are better than others. Hello, if you've been in network marketing, you know what I'm talking about. Some weeks it seems like the whole team just take a vacation. They're like, hey, what's going on, guys? But then another week it'd be strong. But that one week, I needed that check. But if you're a pro status qualified with 3,000 in volume, and you got your 3 on the left and 3 on the right at select or higher, even if that week the group did nothing and you had no money coming, they're going to pay you $250. Hello. If I made $100 that week based on the marketing system, but I'm at pro status, they're going to give me $150 and make it $250. Hello. If I make $50 that week, by the time that check come on Friday or Thursday, they're going to give me $200, make it $250. Hello. I've never seen that. I can assure you that will happen. Guys, this company has it laid out. And the levels they have, the bonus table from executives. I know this group will have a lot of executives. We got a lot of executives that broke. Over 200 plus executives, we broke our first month last month. Platinum executives, okay? We got global executive. We got diamond executives. If you go diamond executive, you're pre-qualified for the new retreats that the company's talking about. You want to go pro, then go diamond executive. Then we got the ambassadors club. Guys, look forward to this here. I hear there's a rumor that Ambassador Jackets might be on the horizon late 2026. Hello. And then you want to go platinum ambassador. Platinum ambassador, that's the #1 lifestyle. Platinum ambassador when it comes to the company. Okay. But I said that, when it comes to our company, it's a lot of money on the table. They just gave us also, remember I said pro status, guys, guaranteed 1,000. Elite status, the new one they just rolled out 3 days ago. So the world hasn't seen it never seen it. This is what elite status does. Pro status gives you a guarantee of 1,000, but now we have 4 guarantees because elite status is for the big boys, for the big girls. 40,000 in team volume. And you do 4 things. You do 4 people you personally enroll on your left and 4 people to your right. That select the height and do 40,000 in volume. You're going to make a guaranteed 4,000 a month, 1,000 a week. Hello. So using that same principle like I did pro status, if the team went on vacation this week, I'm still going to make $1,000. Hello. If the team went on vacation and I only made $250 this week, it's going to top me off and give me $750. Hello. I've never seen this before. So we eliminate all that disgruntlement when it comes to home base and, people trying to crack the whip to their team saying, y'all need to get in shape. Sometimes it just happens that way. It just happens that way. But sometimes people just, just chill. Okay. All right. All right. So that's how that works. Okay. So again, more things here when it comes to the opportunity. Okay. And then whoever that, I miss you guys, somebody in the chat, somebody spam in the chat, just delete that person or throw that person out, whoever that person is.
I got it.
I love it, by the way. Whenever you have people that jump on, they ain't really got nothing to do. They probably in their mama or dad's basement, and they just like somebody give them a computer, probably a Dell, and they just want to just do whatever. And I can do that because I'm grown now. So when I was in my 20s, I would look the other way, but I'm a grown man now. Okay, you got to grow up. Just because somebody in your family didn't make money in network marketing, I tell people they want to torch the world. Listen, it's created more millionaires than anybody else. Let me get to it. Rapid fire bonus, guys. I'm going to go here when it comes to the residuals, okay? Remember I said retail to residuals? Remember I said that? Remember I called this training retail to residuals? Did anybody see that when I said that? Retail to residuals? Bass, what do you mean retail to residuals? You guys heard it. Listen closely. Network marketing is the pride of customers and distributors, but the distributors also customers. And the way your volume, the way you hit ranks, the way you make an income is that the persons have to keep buying the product. Am I speaking right? Everybody understand? Yes. You have to keep buying the product if a person have a love for it or if the demand is there. I gave you 2 ladies who, from a demand, they're making money retailing, so therefore they have to keep buying more product. Hello. So when I saw this part, I said, wait a minute. If I got customers who are just on 3 boxes a month, look at this, guys. I'm going to go straight to the big one. Let's say I got 50 customers, Megan. They just on 3 boxes a month of coffee. I'm going to make $25 every month when they buy 3 more. What? Wait a minute. So we offering the world's best coffee. We ain't even got the black yet. But if I got people that's drinking the coffee and minding their business, they don't know about no Zoom call. They ain't on the phone trying to spam in the chat because they ain't got nothing better to do. They just drinking coffee and buying 3 boxes. Every time they reorder, Megan, I'm going to get 25. So that means me at home, at work, if I'm at 50 customers, I'm making $1,250 a month residual. Every 5 months, 6,000, 12 months, 15. And I don't have a dime at this customers. What's going on? And then you got the ones who building a business that I taught how to retail. They got to buy more than 3 boxes. Hello. So when we talk about people fast, how in that company were they doing, how y'all were doing 2 million in volume? We had people buying a minimum of $500 a month. 300, 400 CV. People that were building a business realized fast, we can't build a business on 3 boxes. That's customers. So when I saw this conversation, I said, wait a minute, Megan. Wait a minute, Reagan. Wait a minute. If I'm showing people how to retail it, they're going to need to buy more than 3 because of the demand. So when they're buying $400, $500 a month, they're making thousands, but the reorder is not. The CV on it going into the system requalifies you to the ambassador ranks, the diamond ambassadors, platinum ambassador. We crack the code, guys, with coffee. And then I'll close out somewhat here when it comes to the X6X12. Why you want to come in at the elite pack, guys? It pre-qualifies you to get global revenue sharing. Do 6,000 in volume when it comes to personal orders. You come on the elite. You got to be an elite member to get this. It tracks it in your back office. You get 1% revenue sharing of the company by just doing 6,000 and doing these qualifications. You get 1% on the X6. Become part and do X12, they give you 3%. X12 is 12,000. Brand new. A lot of people here on this call are going to do it. But again, all you got to do is buy the Elite one time. You can qualify for the global revenue sharing next year, 2 years from now. The system knows at one point or another, you at least bought the Elite pack. And whenever you do this 12,000 or this 6, it's going to pay out. Hello? That's why a lot of people come in at the Elite. They just get it out the way, okay? They have weekly top enroller income, weekly top volume income. And I'll close with this here. This is one of the things that you didn't see. You said, Bass, what was that on the screen? This is preliminary, by the way, because with the new black coffee, I may have to redo this, but I'm going to give it based on what it is now, Megan, okay? Because again, we just talked about 3 boxes, did we not? Didn't I say 3 boxes? So I said, what if I got with someone, I said, hey guys, you know, there's 2 people that want to change their coffee, change their life, that drink coffee and that's going to keep drinking coffee? So yeah. So let's find 2 people that's going to drink coffee and they only get 3 boxes. That's 50 CV, by the way, just 50. Because they're going to keep buying these 3 boxes every single month. Hello? And see, I'm going to help those 2 people identify 2 people that can't stop drinking coffee. And those 2 people help 2 people to change their coffee, change their life. Just 2 people. All I did was 2. That's it. And in 12 months, if they're only doing 3 boxes, $99 a month. That's 4,096 customers at 50 CV. What is that in income? Ladies and gentlemen, you are a diamond ambassador. If I was halfway wrong, you're a platinum ambassador. If I was halfway wrong based on this analogy, you're an ambassador. If I was halfway wrong to that, you're a diamond executive. If I was halfway wrong to that, you're a global executive. Hello. It's easy, simple, it's coffee. The missing piece is you, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to become the next coffee millionaire with the coffee opportunity? And hopefully I did a good job here. Breakdown of the coffee itself. And if you're still on the line listening, if you haven't left and you obviously are excited, and this is the part that shows if you wanted to get involved, with this company, and what is also whether it's a trading, whether it's the coffee, there's again science behind the coffee itself. Okay. So again, I'm not going to go this part here. Let's go right here to this slide. If you guys can see it, type of 1 in the chat. If you guys can see the slide. So I'm giving you guys the past. I'm giving you guys the future in this chat. Okay. So, and what I mean by that is this is the previous coffee company I was with. Great company. I mean, again, that's all we used to drink, Megan, before we came out with the Oh Wow Coffee. This couple here, I still love them to this day. They still do very well in another space of business. Matter of fact, they don't even know we have this coffee, but I want you guys to notice what's on the shirts, because this is in the past and this was current. See that there? When I was teaching people, I say, you don't have to do anything different. Don't put the name of the company. People don't care about the name. They would care less if that says connected. They don't care what that is. I said, don't put nothing. Put on the front and the back of your shirt, I sell the world's best coffee. Ask me. When I told them and I showed them 15 years ago, in the future in Canada, they did the same exact thing. Front and back. I said, if you want, because people used to have a hard time, Megan, of prospecting. So I said, just go out and about and just wear this shirt. And I promise you, people are going to stop you. And this event here, these were pharmaceutical reps. So many doctor offices was in there saying, I need the coffee. This was a horse show up in Canada. They made over 20 grand selling the coffee at $7, $8 a cup. Absolutely phenomenal. But when it comes to the think about it pack, let's get to it, guys. The think about it. This is some of the same events, guys. Same events. Look at these lines. Look at this cat. This is from back in the day. This is how we did it back in the day. Now we got tap and square. Gotta love it, okay? But let's talk about think about it pack. This is what it is right here, okay? So what we found out, Megan, is that whenever we, like Megan, show, if you can, I know people probably can see the screen, but put your coffee on the screen. Y'all see that coffee on the Megan's picture? So, when people try something, they only get 1 sample sachet from me. That's what it is. If I'm sitting down with you, if I'm talking about, try my coffee, they're going to try the 1 sachet. But this is weapons of mass abundance. This is not here to give out casually. Okay, this is business. So we started having people where in the beginning, 15 years ago, when they leave from me, when they leave from you, Megan, they want 20 samples. They want a whole neighborhood to try the coffee for free. And people like Bass, all my coffee's gone, but no sales. I said, we got to get a hand on this. So I said, this is what we're going to do, guys. And we taught this. We said they get 1 sample. If I sat with that person said that coffee is good, but I want to get some to my mama, my daddy, my sisters, great. You want to go home and think about it? I got to think about it, pack. And we put 4 sachets In these envelopes, $20. Amazing, Megan. Because people said, I don't think they'll buy it. I said, try it. We put 4 in the little, go right to Amazon. Get a little 4 in there, seal it. So you can see here, I know she's on the call, Miss Crystal out of South Carolina. See that? All I did was crop her message. She put this on social media. She's like, woo, just another day sending out samples and think about it, pack. Give me my money. Even if they go into witness protection, Reagan don't even care. Because Reagan got that box at wholesale and made $100 on that box. So she got 5 think about it packs that she can make out of that one box. So if somebody sits down with her and wastes her time, but she got $20, it ain't a waste of time. 30, 45 minutes. No different than this call. This call here is right about an hour. Let's say I was doing a presentation, Megan, and we're at Panera Bread and the call is over. You know how it is in network marketing. At the end, we're trying to figure out they want to sign up, but they're like, hey, I got to go home, talk to the missus, talk to the husband. But I need all these samples. They already had a sample when we sat down, but I got to think about it, pack. If I give them that think about it, pack, and I make $20 and they go home, and they will, and for the next 2-3 days, I'm calling, hey, just want to follow up with you. Let me know what you thought about. 4 days in, hey, just want to follow up with you again, see what you want to do. And then as we know, the third time it's a goodbye. Hey, I appreciate you, but I don't want to call and bug you, but if you don't want to see the opportunity, that's fine. Praise God. Advanced mad? No. Why? I made $20. Compared to I gave them all that coffee. Y'all better call me back. Y'all took my whole box. So we love to think about it, pack. And a lot of women already had this pre-made. That's what made it funny. People would go to meetings, Megan, with 4 or 5 of them. Anticipation, they don't sign up.
Right.
I got $80 in my purse. I'm hoping we get to the end. Hurry up, Baz. I need them to say they want to go home and pray about it. I got you. How many you need? Two or 3? What you need? Need 2? That'd be $40. And they'll pull cash right out. So I'm going to stop there.